Hello, I'm Dr. Brandt Gibson, and I've been talking about neuropathy for a very long time. In fact, if you were to search over the last year, we've done over 300 videos on peripheral neuropathy, but I want to take a step back today and give you a little bit of a discussion about what is peripheral neuropathy. So peripheral neuropathy is a failure of the nerves to work like they're supposed to. It's basically a malfunction of those nerves. And it's the peripheral nerves that are malfunctioning. So to give you a little bit of direction, the nervous system is broken into two parts: the peripheral nervous system and the central nervous system. The central nervous system is made up of the brain and spinal cord. Everything else fits into the peripheral nervous system. And the most common peripheral neuropathy that people actually talk about, people actually hear about, is sensory neuropathy. Numbness, tingling, electrical shocks, burning pain. And a lot of times they're saying, okay, it's diabetes related. And what I would like to tell you is peripheral neuropathy is much more than just a sensory problem. You have in the peripheral nervous system, there are 4 different areas. You've got the large sensory nerves, the small sensory nerves, the motor nerves, and the autonomic nerves that can all be affected by a peripheral neuropathy. If any one of those systems or any combination of those systems is malfunctioning, that can be a peripheral neuropathy. And then when it comes to causes of peripheral neuropathy, diabetes is one of over 150 different causes. That is the reason why we have over 30 million individuals with peripheral neuropathy. 30 million. And most of them are not being given very many options for treatment or for management. So the idea, if you were to look at a malfunctioning nerve, then you can literally say, I need to break this down and say, I need to understand what's going on with that nerve. So I need to understand peripheral neuropathy and my unique peripheral neuropathy. And then what you can do is you can say, okay, what's the next step? The next step is to manage the symptoms and reduce the symptoms. And the next step is to control the nerve damage so that you can actually stop the nerve damage and move it backwards so that you can actually ultimately overcome the peripheral neuropathy and thrive in life. So those 4 steps are the key to managing peripheral neuropathy and the key to really to ultimately to understanding peripheral neuropathy as well. So peripheral neuropathy is a malfunction of the peripheral nerves. It can present as a large or small fiber sensory neuropathy, a motor neuropathy, which is weakness and cramping and so forth, and an autonomic neuropathy, which is any of the automatic functions of the body, including blood pressure and sweat release to the skin and the working of the bowels and the working of many of the automatic systems of the body. So because of that, any amount of peripheral neuropathy can be present in different ways to all individuals. So to truly understand peripheral neuropathy, you need to look at yourself and you need to determine what pieces of that peripheral nervous system are not malfunctioning for you. And as you do that, you can get better control and you can ultimately find ways to get back to normal. This is Dr. Brandt Gibson, and this is your Neuropathy Nugget, day 315, I believe, if I remember right. And thank you, and have a great rest of your night.